What's up, guys? Ricky here with another review on the Cosmic Legions Olek Thygar, the Hvalkatar, Hvalkatar variant. So cool little image there, and this is kind of like his, I guess, his spacesuit, you could say. Which he's still, the face looks a little bit different. So I'm pretty sure it's the same character, but the face looks quite a bit different. So we'll do a side-by-side comparison there so you can see. But they did a really good job with the blue tones. Looks like they did a wash on the base to fill in those textures and details. You know, the armor looks really good. Good orange metallic tones. Have nice metallic blues going throughout. Love this weapon. Really good paint applications there. So they got silver, they got orange, and it looks like they did a wash on it to make it look dirty. And then we have some other stuff here. Hands, weapon, and then his spacesuit and an energy blast. So pretty darn cool. So we got a bio here. If you want to read it, pause your screen now. Okay, sweet. Here is the back of the package. So as you can see, so we have this guy, this one obviously, and I think that's it on the back of the box so far. But who knows, I might get some other ones. But looking pretty good there. Then you have a nice action figure shot here. And then here's his bio. So if you want to read his bio, pause your screen now. Perfect. Okay, so let's open it up and see what we are looking at. Okay, here he is out of the package. And this thing, the detail on it is phenomenal. So I said that with all of these. However, just because of the armor and everything, this thing has a lot going for it. So tons of accessories, tons of really good paint application details. It's great. So here we go. So first, right, so there he is there, and he's got this helmet on. It comes off very easily. So you have this helmet, right? They even paid attention to getting the textures and stuff and painting on the inside. This shield thing does come off, and when it comes off, it's very hard to get back on, just FYI. So came with extra hands, came with this little hologram thing that speaks a language I don't know, unless it's English, just in a weird writing. So you can put this on his wrist, which is pretty cool. Came with another extra space head, which I think is really cool, and this neck piece. So you just take off what he's got there and put this one on, and I think that's very, very cool. So I may put this on him, but I kind of like how he is currently right now, but it does come with that, which is nice. So you got that. Came with this big weapon here, which they did a great job. And you could tell they did a little bit of gray dry brushing on it to make it look old. And you did black wash, right? You can see there on the handle, some of the other parts too. So it makes it look like it's been through a little bit, which it should. Looks like it's some type of drilling equipment or something, which is kind of fascinating. So it looks really cool. So I'm holding that. Obviously came with a bunch of extra hands. Then I put the wrist rockets on here, these little wrist pistols. Plug those into the holes. He's got the weapons there, and you can see on the inside, that rifle, there's a little hole on the inside. That is for those silver pegs, or those clear pegs. So these clear pegs, you plug them in, and what I did is I plugged them into the back ones, and you can plug the pistols on there. So anywhere you have those, you can plug them in. So that's what all those things are for. If you did not know, I figure if you've owned it, you probably figured it out. But nice blue metallic, orange metallics. Yeah, just the detail on this is so crazy. Face looks good. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Now, what is interesting, though, is this is the same character, but like a different variant. But he looks a little bit different, and I'm curious why. So we can do a quick side-by-side here in a bit and compare the faces of the kind of like the Gladiator version, the Grave Ring version versus this one. But the face is slightly different. But yeah, this thing is cool. Okay, so let's get into the articulation. Okay, here we go. So the head goes up about that far because it goes up pretty far. You do have nice tilt and rotation, which is really nice. You do have arm joint goes up almost 90 degrees, not quite. You do have good rotation. You do have single jointed elbow. The rotation doesn't quite get to 90, but close. As far as the stomach goes, so no abdomen crunch, but you will get a decent rotation. So we'll rotate side to side. So I'm not really forcing it too much here, but you can get side to side. Your feet, your legs go up almost 90 degrees, could go up full 90 if this was not in the way. And then you do have single jointed knees, with rotation. And then you can get it out, not really that far. You could get it probably further than the splits if I forced it. I'm not going to. And then you do have ankle, pivot, and articulation as well. So overall, not super articulated, but articulated enough for what you get. Now, I want to do a quick side-by-side here real quick, just because, oh, sorry, give me 1 second, just had a character fall down here. Okay, he's good now. I want to do a quick side-by-side of the two Olek Thygars. So just so you could look at the heads. So, check it out real quick. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So it's the same character, I get it, and you can tell it's the same character, but the horns and the face are slightly different. So I'm kind of confused. So this one has bigger horns on it, and it has a little pink thing in the center. This, however, has like a gold thing going on in the front, and the horns are smaller. So let me know in the comments, is this actually supposed to be the exact same character, and is he kind of like a, not shapeshifter, but does stuff kind of, I don't know, shift around a little bit, or is this just a creative choice that the designers decided to do just for a different look? Just curious. Okay, and here's a little size comparison of some Cosmic Legions figures. So here we go. So if you're watching this, you might be getting a sneak peek of some of the ones coming out soon. Okay, so let's look here at some sizes. So unfortunately, I got is my really big meter stick. So you have 10 inches. So this guy's roughly 10 inches tall, Scourge. You have A.S. Sepation, which I don't think I've figured his name out yet. He stands about 8.5 inches tall. You have Olek Thygar, space variant. Looks like he's around 8 inches tall. You have, without the helmet, it's about 7.5 inches tall. You have, who's this again? This is, let's see, Canix Vol. He stands almost about 7.75 inches tall, so a little bit taller. And then you have Kragnar, which stands almost 10 inches tall. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. So pretty tall. So if you want centimeter breakdown, you got about 25, you have about 21, about 19, about 19, 18, looks like you got about 20, you got about 24 centimeters. So yeah, so pretty cool. So I think they all fit in pretty well. And they fit in well with other scale figures too. So let me throw a few other examples there so you can see. Okay, just added a NECA Predator onto the right and a McFarlane Spawn on the left. And you can see they fit in really well. So if you want to do a matchup, which I want to do, some photography with Predator versus some of these characters, since they do like the Grave Ring battling, I think it'd be cool to have them versus Predators. See, they fit in really well as far as scale goes. This fits in well. And then your kind of 7-inch scale, your Spawn figure, you can see it also fits in pretty well as well. So looks like you can kind of squeeze in and make it work for 6-inch or 7-inch scale figures. So cool. Okay, final thoughts on Olek Thygar, the, I don't even know how you say that. The Hvalkatar. Sorry, I did a bad job reading upside down. It's a variant edition. Okay, dude, this thing's sweet. So all the paint applications on it are phenomenal. The choice of colors, the metallic orange, the metallic blue, just the amount of stuff they did, the weapons he came with, everything's phenomenal. The different options for the heads and helmets and stuff. So I think this is a great figure. This one I did get for like 50 off, like I said, at the store, so I had to pick this one up. It's just too cool looking. But yeah, if you get the opportunity, I think this is definitely a really good pickup. Even if you're into anything sci-fi or anything like that, I think it fits in pretty well with your 6-inch scale. 7-inch scale is probably okay too. But you know, yeah, overall it's just sweet. But yeah, good articulation too for what you have on it for it being so armored. But again, sweet figure. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll keep bringing reviews, reveals, customizations to you all. And in the meantime, have fun, and I'll catch you all in the next video.